Developing an unscripted show is challenging, and for many reasons. First of all, I think you need to have a great concept and you need to have a bit of a hook, but you also need to understand where your series is going to go. Even if it's a format, it needs to have fresh beats every episode, and if it's an arced out series, it needs to really develop and have twists and turns that are exciting for the viewer. We also talk about tentpole moments in shows, reality shows. So, you know, for The Voice, of course, that would be the hand hovering over the button and will they or won't they push it. The move that bus moment when Extreme Home Makeover and they're about to show the house. So those are tentpole moments in a show, and we think about what are going to be unusual and interesting and fun tentpole moments. But there's a lot of pieces to the reality puzzle. And that even includes, to a certain extent, dare I say, a little bit of scripted sometimes. And if that's just scripting out the plot or scripting out essentially, you give a real person the area you want them to talk about. So I don't mean like dialogue, but I mean guidelines. So that's why you want, as a network executive, I look for producers who are up for all of those challenges, think about all of those dynamics and how they will come together. Think about your second season. This is a tip that I would give to a producer of a non-scripted or a scripted show. Think about your second season. Think about how your first season ends, what's your season finale, and what's your season opener for season 2. Because when you start thinking about that way, then you start thinking about your show as more than just a pilot, and you get out of that initial stage of, you know, of whatever you can get trapped in your initial idea and format. And so thinking about your show and where it's going to go and how it might evolve is really important in all those stages. I have a gift. I always know what will be a hit. No, I have no idea. Nobody has any idea. You know, and I've called it wrong many times. I saw the pilot of Duck Dynasty. There is no way. I'm sorry. I've got to think that a lot of people looked at that pilot and didn't say, that will be A&E's highest rated show. I don't think people knew that. And similarly, when I heard that NBC had bought The Voice, I didn't know all the details of The Voice, but I thought, another singing competition show? Really? Is there room for that? Does the audience want that? Because at the time, X Factor was on, Idol was still strong. There were just a number of shows where I thought NBC had already tried another type of singing competition show which hadn't worked. I just thought, that doesn't feel fresh. And what's interesting about The Voice example is that had I heard the pitch, the full pitch, I still can't say that I would have known that Mark Burnett was turning the dial from American Idol enough. You know, because really essentially, okay, it's American Idol, but there's the judges or coaches and there's red chairs and they're gonna not see the person at first, but once they identify them, essentially it's American Idol. Okay, great, let's do it. It's gonna be a huge hit. It's gonna be bigger than Idol. I don't know that I would have known that. And so there are a lot of variations on a theme in the reality business when you develop it. And it's my job to take chances when I feel like the variations are enough so that the show will feel fresh and new to the viewer and exciting to the viewer. Survivor was a turn of the dial Mark Burnett did on his own show, Echo Challenge, that ran before Survivor, and a brilliant show.